Hi guys, welcome to Heavy Metal HQ, and in today's video we're going to be looking at great albums from 1992. The link to the original list will be in the description down below. So without further ado, let's just get into this. So number 10, it's A Blaze in the Northern Sky by Dark Throne. This album is the first in a trio of albums known as the Unholy Trinity. It essentially symbolized black metal as a genre. The sound production is lo-fi and it feels like it's been recorded in a dingy basement. The guitar tones are sputtering and it just feels like a rusty saw blade, and the strings are demonic from Nocturno Culto, and the instrumental parts that conjure the most evil morsels from doom, hardcore, and even early death metal. You mix them all together and you get an evil elixir of absolute mayhem. Number 9, we have Tomb of the Mutilated by Cannibal Corpse. Between its overly violent cover art and brutal sound, Cannibal Corpse's 1992 album is an essential part of early 90s death metal. Musically, it contains bangers with a large graveyard of haggard grooves, deathly riffage, zombie-style gurgles from vocalist Chris Barnes. Songs like Post-Mortal Ejaculation, Hammer Smash Face are timeless standouts, but the whole album cuts harder and deep. At number 8, we have Images and Words by Dream Theater. This album was definitely not the first prog metal album, but 3 decades after it was released, it had become one of the genre's go-to as well as an entry point. And following what the likes of Queensryche and Fates Warning did in the 80s, Dream Theater pushed prog metal to new extremes. Insane time signatures, thorough composed song structures, a mind-blowing drumming from Mark Portnoy, and a melodic, impressive vocal delivery from James LaBrie that just holds it all together with epic power metal overtones. Number 7 is Dirt by Alice in Chains. Releasing such classic hits as Them Bones and Down in a Hole, this album leans heavily into AIC's metal influences and the perfected balance between the defining traits of the local grunge scene and the doom-laden Black Sabbath influences that paved the way for its inception. Frontman Lane Staley's candid exorcisms on the downside of addiction also adds a thick layer of depressive angst, making this album not only one of the most composed albums of the genre, but also arguably its most heart-wrenching. Number 6, it's La Sexo Zisto Devil Music Volume 1 by White Zombie. This album saw White Zombie become a heavy metal machine with unstoppable groove, and also featured on tours with Danzig and Pantera, even earning an unlikely Grammy nomination. This is it's also a testament to the longevity of the headbanging anthem Thunder Kiss 65, which is still a staple in Rob Zombie's live solo sets. Number 5, it's Countdown to Extinction by Megadeth. 2 years after the release of 1990's Rust in Peace, Megadeth released this career-altering opus which contains standout tracks like Sweating Bullets and Symphony of Destruction, which have become some of their biggest songs, establishing Megadeth's importance in a rapidly changing metal landscape. And number 4 is Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera. This album truly encapsulates the Pantera sound, as described by Philip Anselmo, and he's not wrong. It contains the groove metal power that they're known for, which was a complete game changer alongside the thrash technicality. The savory riffage of Mouth of War and Walk, as well as the violent rage of Effing Hostile, and the balladry and bassadry on This Is Love and Hollow is pretty much untouchable. And number 3 is Angel Dust by Faith No More. This album was released after The Real Thing, which was a platinum-selling breakthrough album for the band, but the brilliance of Angel Dust defied industry and fan expectations alike by serving up a dark, difficult, and occasionally distorted set of songs, such as Caffeine and Midnight Crisis, which are live staples on live sets. But to be honest, are any of these songs that feature on Angel Dust anything similar to like epic in any way? And number 2 is Pure by Godflesh. This is one of those rare albums that not many people talk about in fan-based circles, but it masters the subgenre industrial metal and another subgenre, pioneering it as well, post-metal. But digging deep into this album, the drum machine is wielded like a weapon of war, programming intensely rigid rhythms that batter ceaselessly for upwards of 10 minutes. Alongside the beat is coarse blankets of steel wool guitar that tatter and scrape as much as they blend in brilliantly into a beautiful tapestry of celestial noise. Number 1 is Psalm 69 by Ministry. By the time this album was released, Ministry had secured a main stage spot at that summer's Lollapalooza. That exposure, as well as the exposure they received from singles such as NWO and Just One Fix, helped this album break into the Billboard's top 30 albums, and it was one of the most caustic and uncompromising albums to ever do so.